Hello buddy, welcome back to another episode of Just That I'm playing Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin, Strength build. Last episode we did some stuff. Yes. No, we finished off the Sunken King DLC, and today we're gonna go and deal with, or at least begin with, the Iron King DLC. In good old Brume Tower. There's a mechanic in Brume Tower, which is this thing over here. You'll see some of these, and you have to go and put a smelter wedge in them. Some of them will create these firestorms, which are gonna, of course, damage you. You also get a Soul of Nadalia, Bride of Ash, which is one part of, I think, either 10 or 11 pieces of our soul. There's a couple of these idols around. Some of them will heal and buff. I'm sorry, no, I think all of them will buff the enemies around you, and some of them will focus on only healing the enemies around them. And the other ones will then use Firestorm against you. This is the thing that makes this DLC formidable. This, and also together with the enemies being pretty freaking strong. But it is, of course, a DLC. I feel like the enemies in the DLCs in general are just strong in every single DLC. Well, I feel like the Sunken King DLC has like the weakest enemies, I would say. This has the this has the most dangerous enemies. This particular DLC, I feel. And then the next DLC is my favorite, actually. So, alright. Well, it's my favorite when I'm doing it in co-op in any case. I'm not sure how I'm gonna deal with certain encounters when I'm on my own. That is something that I'm gonna have to figure out. Alright, you can drop down here. There's just death down there. I was about to say, like, I can hear another one of those. Can I, like, not miss? Wow. Twilight Herb. I think one of them is down here somewhere, right? You can also destroy these ash piles and get some stuff from them. Well, yes, there is one over here, but it's not what I wanted. Ow, you piece of shit. So these enemies, like the enemies in this DLC, are not that beefy. But as you can quite clearly see, they do a lot of damage. And that is what makes these enemies an issue. And if they are in vicinity of one of those idols, or at least the ones that buff, I'm not even sure if there's a difference between the ones that buff and the ones that do damage, then they're gonna be even stronger. And I think they also regenerate HP. Maybe. Of that I am not 100% sure, but yeah, it's bad. It's pretty dang bad. This DLC is it's pretty freaking nasty. This weapon that I'm using is fine though against them. Even though it doesn't two-shot them, which is kind of unfortunate, but I think I might be able to two-shot them if I use my heavy attacks. Well, I'm sorry, if I even hit my attacks at all. So these guys are not particularly resistant against fire, which is good, because I thought that they would be. I missed. I'm also using a lot of stamina while doing this. I need to learn how to fight with this weapon. I'm gonna do a strong attack, stab you. Oh boy. That could have definitely gone in a lot of different directions. The handy thing, however, with these enemies is the fact that they do get stunned relatively quickly, so they're not like the enemies in the Sunken King DLC that do not get stunned at all. Or, well, it's gonna take a lot more to stun those enemies. At least I feel like it. Wait, what? It's like, what the hell are you doing? But I did not notice that there was a ladder over there. There is, however, some blackweed balm, whatever the hell that may do. Let's go and climb downhill. And get a scythe +7. Why did I even upgrade my scythe? Well, I know why. Okay. So I wanted to take a look at this, but I actually forgot to take a look at it. I have 73 of these boys. That's gonna be just fine and dandy. Can I equip? Yeah, I can. Okay, good. Now let me go and equip my good old bow. because it can be very useful in this area to snipe certain enemies. Titanite slap. I'm gonna be getting a lot of Titanite in these DLCs, but I wanted to upgrade all of the weapons before I did any other... Oh boy. Before I did too many of the other DLCs. There we go, that's the buff that they do. Also, once you start putting the smelter wedge in, you'll be invincible until you go out of this animation. Ow. Can I please heal up? Ouch. Well, I managed to heal up, if anything. There we go, I'm going to kill 2 of them. They don't do a second... Oh, this one didn't do a second attack. My god, I am not used to this DLC. Oh boy. I was about to say, like, that could have been real freaking bad. There we go. Ashen Warrior Helm. Or sword, sorry. That's a sword that I will need in the next playthrough. The Dance of Fire. DLC exclusive pyromancy. Go and get this other sort of medallia, Bride of Ash. Ash! Ashen one. God damn it. Oh well. Jumping required ahead. Yeah, no. At least not. Wait. Why do I seem to remember needing to jump around here? Somewhere. I think that's something for later on. Mayhaps. Let us pull the lever. And open the way. Let's see, because going to the right is the way forward and going this way is the optional pathway. 2 old mundane stones. I remember this place because this is where me and Cube fell down. I'm sorry, this is where I fell down. Cube was not the one who fell down. It was only me who fell down like a dangus. This was not in the Let's Play, I think. I don't remember. I think it was in our separate co-playthrough that we did first. Man, I actually quite like the Black Knight sword. It's pretty dang good. It's not amazing, I would say, but it's good. It's fine. 2 soul vessels, which can be very useful depending on what you need to do. And old radiant life gems and wilted dusk herbs. Also, I want you to take a look at the amount of old radiant life gems that I have, and also Elizabeth mushrooms. Yeah, I also got those from grinding. So I could technically equip those instead of my life gems, but I'll just leave it. I could use them, but I'm not sure how good they are, so... Try dash, it says. Oh. Alright. So these boys over here are carrying gunpowder barrels. You can shoot them. You can also just shoot them with a normal arrow and just kill them. Or you could make them blow up. I think, yeah, if you just kill them normally, then the box won't blow up. Unless if you hit it with a fire weapon. You know, like the weapon that I'm carrying right now. Let's see, because there's a dude over there. A possessed armor, I think this is called. These guys have an interesting moveset. Ow. Let me go and make a tactical retreat. And kill him. Okay, I actually died. Whenever these boys are around one of those idols, then they are basically invincible. There's nothing you're gonna be able to do against them. I'm gonna shoot these guys so they blow up. So yeah, it's a very good idea to... what was I talking about? It's a very good idea to take care of the idols first. If you can, of course. I would say that in certain areas it's basically required. If you don't want to go insane, because those possessed armors also respawn really quickly. And some of these dudes also throw firebombs. Because why the hell not? I'm actually having a sizable amount of issues giving commentaries. Yeah, I should know. Giving commentary like in these DLCs. Especially, yeah, I would say in the DLCs in general, just because there's so much stuff happening and I don't know this game as well as I know Dark Souls 3. So that makes this quite a sizable amount more difficult. Which is interesting, because it probably means that you're going to see me die a lot more. Or just fuck up in general, a lot more. Alright, let us go this way, mayhaps. I don't think there's anything else that I can do right now, nah. I need to have something else be activated in this place. Okay. The thing you can do with these enemies, however, is you can basically lure them in a certain direction. Let me go and... There's some gunpowder barrels over there. I'm going to shoot one of my fire... Well, I would say that. I'm going to shoot one of my fire arrows. Hello? There we go. Through one of those bars. My apologies if you can hear my dog barking in the background, but it's a dog that very much likes to bark, so he be barking. I don't remember what's over this way, so I'm gonna go this way first. There's a possessed armor. Over here. This is a shortcut, right? No? No, this is just a room full of barrels. You can lure these guys into this room over here. As you can see, there's an idol over there. Let me go and maybe lure them into walking. Okay, that also works for me. Come on. So this is the way, I think this is the way that they want you to deal with this area. And that is by luring these gunpowder barrel dudes down there. Get over, buddy. It is time to meet your fate. He's so confused, and so am I. Come on. Go that way, please. I want the most amount of explosives I can get in that room. Come on. There we go. Kind of interested to see why this... Wait, wasn't this the way that I came? It was the way that I... Wait, what? I don't know, man, I'm confused. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. And just continue. Because the more I try to think, the more confused I'm probably gonna become. There's nothing over there. There is. Oh, yeah, right. This dude throws firebombs down. Okay. So. I can shoot. But I would say that. Wow, they all blew up. Well, that was a failure and a half. Alright, so the idol is down there. Well, I guess we're gonna see how this is gonna go. Smell the witch. As you can see, there's also a giant dude over here. We go roll out of the way. Wait for them to lose their ash. I pressed the roll button, but I guess I once again pressed it a little bit too late. There we go. God damn it. No, no, no. Hell no, and no, no, no. Once again, press the roll button, but I think I should change the way that I'm sitting right now, because I'm actually kind of blocking my own thumb, like, while bumping into my desk. Time to go into gamer mode. Well, I would say that. But I will probably just die anyway. I didn't get the... Was there a shortcut over here? I'm confused. This door opens up from the other side, right? Yep. There's also... Oh, you're gonna shoot me. I think I'll wait. We're getting that thing. Fucko that is shit. I do suddenly have another idea with that room. Right, turn around. Every now and then I feel a little bit lonely. And go this way. At least the idol is dead right now though, so that's pretty dang good. Also, I think if I had like a better weapon or whatever, I probably wouldn't have died. I'm just not used to using this weapon. And it's not too much. Come on, move. Get a move on. You also, buddy. Maybe I should just send him in there and hope that the Smelter Knight, I think it's called, or whatever, is gonna attack him. That is a plan. That is technically a plan, yes. It might be a good idea, though. Because they're just gonna blow themselves up that way. I'm gonna kill the dude who throws firebombs, though, because those firebombs that these guys throw do a sizable amount of damage. Ready? There we go. Okay, let's just go and see how this is gonna go. I'm gonna get my souls. Don't care if I take damage from that. Probably shouldn't have used the Nestus for that. Oh yeah. Also, lava. Or fire of some kind in any case. Hey buddies. How about you come over here and attack these people? I'm gonna roll. I can do a running attack on this guy. And then back off. Oh wow, I guess he hit me. Really? It is almost as if these enemies can see the future. Come on. There we go. Okay. No? I really thought I was gonna... Maybe I should just fight it normally. And hope that I don't blow up. So, the annoying thing about this enemy... First and foremost, they're just a big enemy. Second of all, as you can quite clearly see, every now and then some lava pops out of him. And it's probably gonna stun you. And might result in your death. They also don't have a head, which I only just noticed. Let's go and finish them off. I know what the fun part is. Like, I would say that enemy is probably the most difficult enemy in this DLC. And, yeah. Fortunately for me, I need to farm that enemy for his weapon. That is the weapon in this game that requires 70 strength. By the way. So, I think I've done everything else around here, right? I'm gonna go and blow up those barrels up there. Just because I want to see if there might be like I want to see if it creates a hole in the wall or not. Nope. It does not do jack shit. So let me venture forth. Maybe I should switch. Maybe I should switch my weapon. We've already seen the greatsword quite a lot. Black Knight will do a greatsword. Not sure. I'm gonna have to get rid of some weight for that though. I can wear the hard leather stuff. Right. They're not awake yet, but I'm pretty dang sure these guys will wake up. Yep. Ah, listen to that beautiful fire damage. Yeah, makes a lot of noise. I'm an effigy. A large Titanite shard. Let me go and drop some of my large Titanite. There we go. You know what? I don't think I'm going to be using the Black Knight Greatsword. I think I'll use something else. Why? Because the Black Knight Greatsword makes a lot of noise. Also, this puts me overweight still. Which makes a sizable amount of sense to me, so let me go and switch over to another armor set. How many defense do I have? No, how much defense do I have? Oh no. These things are pretty dang bad. So they're throwing, like they throw little lightning balls at your face, and they blow up. And do a sizable amount of damage. Well, I thought that they did. But apparently they don't really do that. You gotta be kidding me, dude. And would you look at that? Tiny little, just like a really tiny little flick of a lightning ball, and I was dead. I was pretty dang close to the bonfire also. Oh well. Right now I can run past everything because the door is open anyway, so. Gives me ample opportunity to run past everything. What is the strong attack of this thing? Ooh, I actually quite like that strong attack. I'm gonna be spending quite a lot of time in this DLC, I think. Well, I feel like this room over here that I just went through, this bigger room over here, this is the worst room in the DLC. In my opinion. They throw the worst shit at you in that particular room. Am I getting followed? Nope. Possessed armor sword, really. Alright. And since I can... Wait. Well, nah, I'll just go and use this one. I was thinking about maybe using my great bow. But this one also works. Okay. Here comes a lightning bolt. I want to lure her over here because I don't want to deal with those... I do not want to deal with those big boys. You know, it's really funny. Like, one thing that I was actually really amazing in my miracle playthrough, because I had so much faith, I also did not take too much damage from this enemy. Which is really nice, because I feel like this is one of the enemies that... I guess I would call these one of the most annoying enemies in this DLC also. Next to the Smelter Knights. God damn it. Because they can not only cast miracles at your face, or just like lightning spells at your face, they can also attack you with daggers at close range. And they attack pretty damn quickly. Now, is there gonna be a dude appearing over here, or... No, there's like a separate trigger for that. Jeez. That's insane. Oh yeah. Here he is. There's that bastard. There's another one coming this way. Small orange burr. Then shall we begin? Burr. Nicely. Not too bad. I'm gonna roll through that shit. I missed. They can also, as you can quite clearly see, teleport. They can use the majesty that is Monado teleport. Also AoE lightning damage. It also, of course, does a lot of damage. Human effigy. It's a human effigy. Let's see, because I remember there being... Wait. Can I get over there? I might be able to. Is there... Because there... Okay, there's a dude over there. There's a dude to my left. And there's a possessed armor in my way. Okay. Nice suit. Oh boy, I'm running. Reason being is because there's a bonfire over here. Okay, yes. That was a close one. But I don't care, man. I just don't care, you know. Go and get my bonfire. And let's continue exploring that area right now. Because I don't really want to redo what I just did. Now the question is... How are these enemies positioned right now? Okay, there's a dude with a bow. I'm quite surprised that I... Well, I'm not too surprised that I got hit. I don't know, man. I'm just surprised by a lot of things. Like, for instance, the amount of fucking damage that those enemies do. Maybe I shouldn't use my strong attack. And roll. There's gonna be another attack, but I can avoid that by just simply walking a few steps backwards. So this enemy, or this enemy actually, no, this place is filled with... Well, filled is maybe a big word, but... There are quite a sizable amount of Ash Knights. And I did not know that they actually attacked you when they jump out of the wall. Bunch of assholes. There's also some stuff in these ashen corpses. There we go. This is quite handy for me to knock them on the floor. It would be really nice if, you know, I could still damage them while I knock them on the floor. But that is not how this game works. I think that's not how Dark Souls works in general. Like, there aren't too many enemies, except for bosses, that take damage when they're knocked on the ground. And another soul. Well, actually a soul of a great hero instead of a normal soul of a hero. Some pretty useful soul items over here. Alright, I have 40k souls, but it doesn't really matter too much anyway. At this point, I've gone beyond the point of really giving a crap about souls. Except for boss souls. Like, if I defeat a boss, I get a sizable amount of souls. Like, enough to the point that I would care. But otherwise, I don't. Because leveling up is gonna be basically impossible. Alright, this area is very interesting. Brume the Assassin. So, this is probably one of, if not the most jerkish invader in Dark Souls. Wow, I'm so surprised that you still managed to... That is insane. That he still managed to just stand there. Please die from fall damage. He doesn't die from fall damage. Once he reaches half health, he'll start retreating downstairs. Also healing up. And if you go downstairs, there's going to be some Ashen Knights in the way. That's one thing. And then to make matters worse, there's also an idol down there. Or an idol down there. And the idol is bad news. Because that idol does not only buff all the enemies around her and revives the possessed armor, it also, you know, wait, triangle again? Oh. It also does some other pretty shitty stuff. It emits curse in that entire room. So, I'm gonna be wearing this thing, so I can avoid that curse damage, and I'm gonna be running downstairs. As you can see, there's like a black effect around me right now, and that is a curse damage trying to do damage to me. But it's not gonna work against me as long as I have this thing equipped. Let's go and use my smelter wedge. There we go. Let me go and do a tactical retreat. So now the curse damage is gone, so I'm gonna go run upwards and equip my helmet again. And then make my way downwards, killing all the enemies that I can. Once you've killed the idol, I think everything is fine in this area. Let me go run around to the Drank Lake Helm. Because I don't think I've ever actually... I don't like it as much. Much more prefer the Hate Knight one. Okay. Oh wow, just look at that. Brume the Assassin and 2 possessed armors are following me. Amazing. The possessed armors can of course use great bows also. So that is another thing you have to deal with when fighting these enemies. Firebombs also. I was really hoping that it would fall off. That looked like a situation where he might have fallen off. But unfortunately enough for me, that did not happen. Ugh. He's also using a very annoying weapon type to deal with. In the form of Great Lances. He also somehow did not get blown back from that attack. That is surprising in a lot of different ways. Oh, it's because he's attacking. Okay. So whenever he attacks me... Oh, wait. Whenever he attacks me with a Great Lance, he probably is not going to be able to get stunned. There we go. And now it's time to go and kill Brume the Assassin. Or at least try to. As he runs away in fear. So he has an automatic AI. Actually, the first thing that he does, if you go to the chest and you don't know that is there, he's first going to backstab you with his Great Lance, and then once he reaches half health, he starts running downstairs. So, yeah. He's programmed to screw with you, basically. One shot, nice. Did not expect that to happen. Silver Talisman. Hashtag... I'm so surprised that I still managed to hit that. We also get an Alon Great Bow +5. That's pretty cool. God damn it. And then he heals again. How much S's do you have, buddy? Wow. Poise. It's apparently a thing when you're an NPC. Actually, no. I would say it in Dark Souls 2 in general. It's just a thing. Can you, like, attack me? Thank you. So I can heal up. Do a strong attack in your face. Attack you a couple of times. As he proceeds to run away again. He's just... Wow. This guy, like, I'm sorry, this NPC keeps surprising me at, like, how much of a Dark Souls PvP asshole he is. There we go. See you later, shitlord. It is very interesting, though, that the designers decided to make an NPC invader like that. I also do quite like it in a certain way. It's stupid. I love it. I also know that there's going to be some dudes crawling out of the ground. Or at least a dude. Nope, there's a lot of dudes. Well, there's 3 dudes, to be precise. There we go. I was not sure. I was very unsure if I could continue my combo. 2 pale stones. And say hello to the majestic greatsword. This weapon is interesting. Here it is. This is the weapon that required me to have 20 intelligence. It doesn't do any dark damage or anything. Let me go and take a look to see if anything interesting is about this weapon. But I'm good, it's person to the Goran, wandering not Frossa, and was last minute. That's one of the prominent swordsmen who inherited this weapon was left-handed. Well, I guess I'll see how that works. I'm also done with this area, so let's go back. That was really successful. Well, I died a couple of times, but I still feel like I did a pretty good job being alone. This DLC is a lot easier. Like, I think, like, the entire game. This game specifically is a lot easier when you do co-op. And also a lot more fun, I would say, in a certain way. Yeah. But I feel like co-op is always fun, so... There we go. Let's go and get my humanity back. Oh, the humanity! I also want to go and take a look at what... Ooh, Twinkling Titanite. I do have that. Let me go and upgrade this weapon to its maximum level, because why the hell not? I can also start upgrading this thing, because I'm gonna need to. I'll be around if you make it back. I'm also gonna go and put some double weapons that I have right now in the box. Let's go and get rid of size +7 and a +8 cestus. Hey, let's look at that. He's using the weapon that I need to grind for. So, Majestic Greatsword. Doesn't do as much damage as another Greatsword, which makes a sizable amount of sense to me. What is your moveset, buddy? It's a slow... like it's a slow light attack. And then that. Very specific strong attack. Huh. Interesting. This weapon has to have more to it, right? There might be a hidden thing somewhere that I don't know about. Interesting. I'm gonna stick with this boy, though. Alright, people, that's gonna be it for this episode. Hope you enjoyed this episode of just us playing Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin, Strength build, and next episode we're gonna go and continue our way through the Iron King DLC. Goodbye.